Welcome to Empowering Ascension, a sanctuary of transformation, wisdom, inner peace, and higher awareness, where you awaken inner strength, true confidence, and a deeper sense of self-assurance. This is a space where quiet strength holds its own, where the hidden becomes visible, and where power is not performed but lived, where true confidence awakens, inner strength emerges, and self-assurance flows from within. At the center of this path stands the Kirin, a legendary figure from Eastern tradition, known not for spectacle, but for precision, justice, and conviction. The Kirin appears not in chaos, but in order. It does not arrive to bring peace. It appears because peace is already established. That distinction matters. The Kirin is not merely a myth, but a model of discipline, purpose, and high character. It leads not by overpowering, but by example, demonstrating consistency, care, and decisive action. Its presence is built through control, clear judgment, and exemplary conduct. Measured, composed, and rare, the Kirin represents a different kind of power, one defined by self-discipline, precise focus, and determined presence. You don't have to chase power. It flows through you. You express it through action, restraint, and consistency. This isn't a concept. It's a reminder of fact. The Kirin is a living example of controlled energy, disciplined, alert, and purposeful. It establishes that strength doesn't need to be loud to be effective. Its presence is purposeful and exceptional, never seeking recognition, yet impossible to overlook. Tranquility is your essence, not as a passive state, but as an active discipline, staying calm under pressure, making sound decisions, and staying focused on your goals. This requires consistent effort, self-control, and determination. In doing so, you move with confidence and persistence, maintaining direction no matter the conditions. Let this journey guide you into the heart of this quiet majesty, where wisdom doesn't roar, it resonates. Where strength is not declared, it is demonstrated. The essence of the Kirin. Magnificence in stillness. The Kirin appears not to conquer, but to confirm. It moves not to dominate, but to align. In myth, its very steps avoid harming even a single blade of grass. This is not weakness. This is mastery. The magnificence of the Kirin is not about spectacle. It is about presence. It teaches that the most powerful energies are often the most composed. Your greatness doesn't need to shout. It only needs to be recognized. You were never missing anything. You were only waiting to remember what has always been yours. Noble conduct. The integrity of silence. In the quiet strength of the Kirin, there exists a profound commitment to living with integrity. It does not seek to expose the flaws of others, nor does it take advantage of vulnerabilities. Instead, the Kirin embodies a standard of conduct that upholds the dignity of every being, regardless of their position or relationship to us. One of the most powerful aspects of the Kirin's presence is its abiding respect for the privacy and secrets of others, whether allies or adversaries. Just as the Kirin moves with deliberate care, avoiding harm to even the smallest of things, so too does it guard the trust placed in it. Secrets, whether shared in confidence or held in tension between adversaries, and not for exploitation. They are for preservation. In a world that often encourages the sharing of secrets for gain, the Kirin stands as a beacon of restraint. To hold another's secret is not merely an act of silence, but an act of deep moral strength. By maintaining trust, even when no one is watching, you demonstrate your commitment to truth, respect, and honor. Your actions echo the stillness of the Kirin's being, a quiet strength that speaks volumes. The path of integrity, standing with honor. In the pursuit of power and influence, it can be tempting to betray the confidences of others. Yet, the Kirin teaches us that true greatness lies not in exposing what is hidden, but in the ability to hold what is entrusted to us with grace. By doing so, we not only preserve our own integrity, but we also create space for the possibility of reconciliation and respect, even in the most strained relationships. To keep secrets is not to enable harm. It is to protect. It is to honor the dignity of others, and in doing so, to uphold our own moral center. This is the path of integrity, one that aligns with the quiet majesty of the Kirin. Just as the Kirin does not seek to dominate or manipulate, but to align with truth, we too must hold ourselves to that quiet strength, one that does not exploit, but respects. This is not weakness. It is the ultimate strength. Trust as duty. The quiet work of honor. To be entrusted with another's silence is not just a privilege. It is a responsibility. The Kirin's ethics and code of conduct hold that trust is built not only through what we say, but through what we choose to protect. When someone shares what is hidden, they place their confidence in our judgment. It becomes our duty to guard that confidence with discipline and discretion. In such moments, respect is shown not through grand gestures, but through careful restraint. We do not need to expose weakness to prove strength. The stronger course is often to hold what we know with control, especially when pressure or opportunity tempts us otherwise. True integrity is proven when there is no reward for doing the right thing. Choosing to stay silent when speaking might bring attention or advantage demonstrates personal discipline and loyalty to principle over gain. The Kirin's code does not reward spectacle. Its strength lies in deliberate action, precise, thoughtful, and honorable. When we protect the private truths of others, we reinforce the bonds that hold relationships together, even in strained or uncertain times. Silence, in this sense, is not absence. It is presence. It shows we are attentive, measured, and trustworthy. This is the kind of silence that does not withdraw from the world, but stands firm within it, prepared and reliable. Sacred inner recognition. Wisdom beyond thought. Kirin wisdom is not learned. It is recognized. It speaks in symbols, silence, and assured knowing. It's the sharp understanding that arrives when you stop chasing and start listening. This is not knowledge of the mind, but insight that runs deeper than thought. You already carry this awareness. The task now is to trust it. The path of the hidden sentinel. Strength refined by stillness. Behind the composed presence of the Kirin lies another path, walked by those who have known intensity, carried responsibility, and chosen restraint over reaction. This is the hidden sentinel. Not one who seeks conflict, but one who has endured it and moved beyond it with deliberate calm and sharp purpose. They have faced the weight of pressure and no longer carry the need to prove. Their discipline is silent. Their posture speaks for itself. This sentinel doesn't chase attention or control outcomes. They remain sharp, steady, and ready, without forcing anything. Their strength is not loud. It's consistent, not performative, but exact. Like the Kirin, the sentinel arrives not to fix what is broken, but to stand where things are already moving in the right direction. They are not here to change the world. They are here to remind the world that stability still exists. The hidden sentinel represents those who watch with clear focus, act with purpose, and carry a firm presence without explanation. They do not drift. They do not hesitate. They hold position. They move with aim. To walk the Kirin Path is to carry that same precision. Strength that protects. Discipline that holds. Presence that moves things forward. Without noise. Without compromise. The 3 sacred keys to quiet strength and tranquil ascendance. From this point forward, the Kirin Path reveals itself not as a mystery, but as a method. Clear, exact, and intentional. What follows are 3 guiding principles. Not ideals to admire from afar, but disciplines to rely on. Each one sharpens your focus, strengthens your position, and reinforces your presence. These are not abstract values. They are lived convictions. Direct, practical, proven. With each key, you reconnect with your own capacity for precision, restraint, and quiet strength. Let these principles serve as reminders. You are prepared. You are capable. And your power does not require permission. Key 1. Silent knowing. Close your eyes. Feel the soft, steady presence at your core. That's not anxiety. That's not doubt. That's understanding waiting for you to listen. Ask yourself, what truth have I always known but never fully claimed? Where have I traded my inner stillness for the noise of external answers? Let the Kirin's wisdom return you to what has always been yours. Key 2. Majestic restraint. Restraint is not suppression. It is direction. The Kirin doesn't rush. It doesn't react. It responds. Precisely. And powerfully. True nobility is not about control over others. It's about supreme power over self. When you master your reaction, you reclaim your reality. You lead not with force, but with presence. You move not to prove, but to align. Key 3. Tranquil Majesty. There is power in peace. Majesty is not about thrones or titles. It's about how you carry your presence. The Kirin is a symbol of wisdom in action. Through observing its calm and composure, we learn that true power lies in the quiet confidence we embody and the way we carry ourselves in the world. Tranquility is not detachment. It is elevated engagement. From stillness, the wisest action arises. You do not chase, and you do not fight. You become. The core of Kirin Magnificence. This path is not about striving. It is about refining. Not about adding more, but about removing what clouds your vision. Kirin Magnificence radiates your true nature. Revealed. Wisdom in action. Majesty in motion. Tranquility awakened. Alignment with the Kirin essence. You are invited to align with the essence of the Kirin, in its tranquil magnificence and majestic wisdom. Not through external actions, but through your inner being. The wisdom is within you. The power is yours to claim. The calm is already part of you. Move with purpose. Hold your gaze steady and allow your presence to speak for itself. Magnificence in quiet knowing. Let this message resonate deeply within you. Take a moment to breathe. Not to escape, but to return. This is the realm of Kirin energy. Luminous, radiant, and assured. This is your moment to rise. Not with noise, but with knowing. You don't need to seek magnificence. You already exemplify it. Your journey continues with supreme, quiet confidence. You carry your silent power with grace. The essence of the Kirin inspires you to hold your wisdom. Without explanation. Without the need for recognition.